Hello, welcome to the new season of Campus Talks. I'm your new host, Crystal Garces, and today we will be talking about the impeachment of President Donald Trump. Do you agree with President Donald Trump getting impeached? Yes or no?
No. I mean, wait. Yes. I'm bugging. Yes. I do agree with him getting impeached because
I don't think that someone like him should be president, and I think that like Barack kind of was like up here, and it's been down there ever since.
There's a bunch of nonsense going on in the White House, especially with his administration. Over 30 people have either resigned or gotten fired from his administration. That tells you itself it's not good leadership all around in the White House. And President Trump has done collusion. Obviously, he's paid off Stormy Daniels and a whole bunch of other women who allegedly had sexual relationships with him. And that still goes under the bus, and a bunch of other things too that hasn't been right in this country. And he's not a good leader, I think, in my personal opinion.
I mean, he's said some very polarizing things in terms of immigration and just on race as a whole. In the issues we had in 2017 with the riots in Virginia, he hasn't shown really. He has a good stance on that. I think he's shown on his views of Mexico and Mexican immigrants that he's not really. His view isn't really the best on immigration in that perspective. But the one thing I will say is that if we do impeach him, there's still a problem because the vice president has a lot of those views himself.
Don't impeach him. I think maybe wait till the next election and get him out that way, because impeachment, even though it sounds like, yeah, we want him out the office, it's like that vice president, it's just no good. It's no good.
The things he says about women, immigration, blacks, Hispanics, overall, you ask him a question and he's like, that's fake. And you have proof that he said it, or you've seen him say it.
I don't know those gentlemen.
Do you know why he's getting impeached?
not really, but I know he getting impeached. I think it has to do with something with the votes that Hillary actually won, and he had to work with something with working with Russia.
I believe there's some information that he lied about in terms of, I think it's with him and his cabinet. There's some information they were hiding.
Just recently, he was talking to Ukraine about getting information on Joe Biden and his son.
The whistleblower, and he's been communicating with other countries about Biden, trying to get information about his fellow people running against him and stuff, and trying to get a one-up on them.
Do you think he is going to get impeached?
No, as of right now, I don't think he's going to get impeached. Just the other day that his administration, obviously put a full block on it. Even with the tax returns and stuff like that, I don't even think that's going to make a difference for President Trump. But, he is a Republican, and it seems like Republicans always have their way in this country. So as far as him getting impeached and, of course, next year is election year, it's tough to say.
I didn't think he would actually be president, and now he is a president.
He does have a lot of, despite what we believe, living in New York and how we see things, he has a lot of people backing him. He has a lot of support in other places. You know what I mean? Being in New York, we don't really see the support for him, but down south and over there's a lot of support for him. So as long as they want him there, he's gonna stay there for now. And I do think he's doing some sneaky stuff to try to keep him in, but I don't think they're gonna be able to impeach him, honestly.
I don't think so. And it's late enough in this term that it wouldn't really matter too much, I feel like. So
There's a lot of backlash right now against it, so I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I don't know if we have enough time to do it, but I think it should be done eventually.
If he doesn't get impeached, who would you like to see him go against in the 2020 election?
If he doesn't get impeached, who I like to see him go against? I mean, I really, really like to see a woman as president.
Right now, I would like to see Elizabeth Warren. I don't know if Joe still has a chance. Joe Biden maybe still might have a chance. Cory Booker is a very strong Democrat out of New Jersey. I would like to see him too.
I like Beto O'Rourke. He's pretty cool. I've watched a lot of interviews with him. I think he's a little too idealistic, that it's not going to work, but I like him.
I want to say Bernie, but I think he just had a heart attack, so who knows if he's going to even last that long. But
I think Bernie Sanders would be an interesting pick. Most definitely, that's who I'm kind of supporting in this election this time around. I know he's had a little heart thing or whatever, but that's who I would go towards. like to see him against Bernie and see that debate. That'd be interesting. Mainly because I like his views on student loans and things of that nature, us as students as a whole, and legalization, definitely, yeah.
I think I agree with you about the student loans. Thank you for joining me today. Stay tuned for more episodes.